It's always something when it comes to these videos, and today it's two things. I'm starving and I really want tacos, and my hair does not want to lay the hell down. So, how are y'all doing today? As you can tell, it is a beautiful shining day, and I am excited about today's video. As you can tell from the title, I am coming to snatch a couple of edges. Because of transparency purposes, I snatched my own edges, and I will be using myself mainly for this video. I was preparing to make the video, and I was just like, bro, you really just dragged yourself. So let's go ahead and get started with today's video. Finding peace in owning your wrongdoings. Whew, child. So just a quick little, let me just drag myself now because I know I'm about to drag myself again. Oftentimes people, we get comfortable and we don't like to admit when we're wrong. We don't like to say, well, I'm sorry. We don't like to even correct our wrongdoings. I've seen a lot of things lately on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter, and I'm just like, you know what? If people just started to own their wrongs, then maybe they will be a little bit more happy. I just want to kind of, snatch me and snatch you, and we just all gonna be happy at the end of this video. First, we're gonna talk about owning your wrongdoings. This was definitely a task for me. I'm not even gonna lie. I was the type of person where I was comfortable being the victim. I was comfortable making sure that nothing came back on me. If I was in an argument with someone, I did everything in my power to try to turn it around and to make them the bad guy and me the victim. I had this idea, and I loved this idea for some reason, that it's always the world against me. And I had that mentality. That's how I always came to the point of saying, I'm the victim. You're wrong. You shouldn't have said that. You hurt my feelings. Not really thinking about if I hurt their feelings, not really thinking about if my actions, offended them or if my words hurt them. It was always what they did to me. Over time, I just really realized that I wasn't happy. It really took a lot, it took a long time for me to get to that point to where I realized that, I'm really not happy. I really want to find peace within myself. It was a lot of things that I wanted to accomplish, but I was like, why am I not able to get to this? Why am I not able to accomplish this phase? Where's my peace? So that's why I was like, you know what? Not only just me, but because of what I've seen lately here in the media, it's just like people always want to play the victim. People always want to downplay that they did, that they are in the right or that they didn't do anything wrong. And it's like, sweetheart, won't you reel that back in right quick? Let's address you. You have some faults here and you're refusing to see them. With all of that being said, let's go ahead and dive into two questions that I thought would benefit us as we move forward into figuring out how to right our wrongs and how we can find peace by owning our wrongdoing. First question is, how do we know if something we said or something we did was wrong? Simple. Shut up. It never hurts to listen. I know some of us can be very strong-willed and strong-minded, and we are determined to get our point across. But it never hurts to just shut up. Be quiet. This is something I've had to do. I realized that being quiet, I was able to hear what the other person was saying. Automatically, for some odd reason, humans assume the worst. When someone comes to check us, we automatically want to jump into the negative. Like, no, if you just shut up, you can actually register what's actually being conveyed to you. You can be like, okay, let me listen a little bit more. Maybe this isn't too bad. Because if we automatically just jump to the assumption of they about to try to come for me and I'm not gonna have that, I don't want to hear nothing that they gotta say. They were wrong, I was right. So when you assume, you do what? You make an ass out of you and me. But because we're dragging ourselves and we're bringing ourselves to the front, we make an ass out of them and me, or them and y'all get what I'm trying to say. Anyways, question number 2. How do we right the wrong? Do better. No, let me break it down for you. Due to our pride, some of us will never openly admit that we're wrong. I used to be one of those people. I'm not gonna go back and let them know that I was wrong. Oftentimes our pride gets in the way. And I definitely learned over time, put your pride aside. It was a process. I didn't really get to the point to where I was openly admitting to that person, but I was openly admitting to myself that I did wrong. One thing that I definitely did was I never apologized. Now, before y'all come for me and you try to say, wait, you didn't apologize, but yet you making this thing about righting your wrongs. The reason why I never apologize is because people get tired of hearing, I'm sorry, I'll fix it, I'll make it better, I'll do right, I'm gonna make sure that I don't say that anymore. And then yet we still, for some reason, go back and do and say the things that we apologized for. So I don't apologize because I know that I'm human, I'm gonna make mistakes. What I do, I work to fix it. When I was in NJRLTC in high school, my CO, my freshman year, I remember I said, I'm sorry, CO, and she was like, don't say sorry, fix it. Literally, that is one thing that has stuck to me. It's don't say sorry, just fix it. You've already hurt them, but how can you make them feel better? By fixing your actions, by making sure that the next time you come to a situation or there's a heated argument or whatever, you actually try to fix it. You don't try to hurt them. You don't try to knock them down. You actually listen to them. We actually pay attention to the room, read the room. Like, you don't have to go into every situation so gung-ho and angry like you about to just knock somebody's head off. You don't have to be that way. Be open to criticism. Be willing to let that person talk. Let that person come to you and be like, hey, this is what's hurting me. This is what you said that offended me, or this is what you did that offended me. Take that information, go look in the mirror, and figure out how you can adjust yourself. Because oftentimes we don't even care to look at how we are affecting people. We mainly look at how people are affecting us. Another thing that worked for me is admitting that I was at fault. Like I said, at first I didn't openly express realizing that I was at fault to the person. I did it more so to myself. But over time, I realized that that wasn't enough for me because I am a people person. I love people. And at the time, I was at a very low point in my life where, like I said, being the victim was very, very comfortable. But I was like, I don't want to be in this place anymore. So I got to fix it. I got to get out of this place. So I began to transition from just telling myself that I was at fault to actually telling that person that I was at fault. Letting them know that I realized and I recognize how I was at fault. I even let them know you don't have to forgive me. I never begged for anyone's forgiveness because over time you will forgive me because you're still hurt. I just need to let you know that I understand and I'm going to prove to you through my actions that I'm willing to change. Over time, I got to that point to where it was like, you know what? I just need to admit that I was wrong. I need to let you know that I recognize my wrong and I'm here to fix it. If you just take some time to evaluate yourself and take some time to actually hear the other person, their feelings are hurt. They are people just like we are. And because we are so high on ourselves, we don't want to hear what anybody else's feelings are. But yeah, so acknowledge that you're wrong. Don't apologize. Evaluate yourself. Get rid of your pride. There's a lot that can be done for us as individuals if we actually took the time to want to better ourselves. In closing, I do want to go ahead and leave you with something. I want you to keep this with you because it will help you on your journey as you're trying to find peace by owning your wrongdoings. Learn to take responsibility for your own actions and stop blaming everyone around you. Then you will be able to find peace because you have recognized your patterns and will work to prevent repetition. Thank y'all so much for joining me on today's video. We have one more video to go, and that will be the completion of season 1 of Unabashed Uriah. I am super excited for what is to come. I really, truly appreciate everybody who has been a part of this journey with me, but I promise you the best is yet to come. So, I'm about to go get some tacos, and I'm about to figure something out with this head because this ain't it. So, I'm gonna let y'all have it. Toodaloo!